In this overview, we'll be exploring the complete workflow in Meta Haptics Studio, from initial setup and pairing with a Quest headset, to designing, auditioning, and exporting haptics for use with the Haptics SDK. The SDK includes integrations for Unity, Unreal, and Native, and supports Meta Touch Plus, Touch Pro, and Quest 2 controllers. To download, head to the link in the description. Scroll down and follow the instructions under the Quick Start heading. To pair Quest and Touch controllers with Haptic Studio, you'll need to install the VR Companion app on your headset. Enter the device panel at the top right, click Open Meta Store to open the App Lab in your browser, then Get. Once the VR Companion app is downloaded, boot it up on your Quest. Then enter the 4-digit code from the desktop app. To keep your headset from entering sleep mode, switch it off from the device panel. It's recommended to use headphones connected to the output on your Quest. This will allow you to remove the headset while still monitoring the audio synchronized with your haptics. You should now be fully up and running, and you can now trigger audio and haptics from your controllers by pressing B or Y. Now that we're set up, exploring is the best way to grasp the core functionality of this tool. From the home screen, you'll find a variety of example projects. These will give you a feel for the possibilities in common use cases, and may give you inspiration on how you might want to use haptics in your own project. In the Learning tab, you'll find a wealth of educational content and documentation to help you learn anything from implementation with example code to best practices for good haptics design. To begin designing, create a new project. You can import audio clips you've designed by drag-dropping straight into the clip browser on the left, or by clicking the Add Clip button. You can batch import by selecting multiple audio files. Clips can be organized into groups to keep your project tidy. You can navigate your clips by using the bar at the bottom. The zoom can be adjusted to focus on details or expanded to view the entire clip. While importing, Haptic Studio will dissect and translate your audio into haptic feedback. It's looking at amplitude and dominant frequencies and identifying key transients to emphasize. The algorithm can be creatively steered and honed in to where it feels right by using the analysis parameters on the right side. You can drive the impact of an explosion using the amplitude controls. Using emphasis, you can capture the definition of falling debris or water droplets in a rainstorm. And you can detail the clangs and resonances of a sword fight using the frequency parameters. In many cases, the result of the automatic analysis may be sufficient and ready to ship. But every single component generated by the analysis is completely adjustable. Breakpoints can be moved or deleted. Frequency and amplitude can be fine-tuned or completely redrawn. Emphasis can be added anywhere. The amplitude and frequency toggle at the top alternates what is being actively edited, and the source audio wave can be hidden or shown for reference. Shift-dragging selected breakpoints keeps them locked in their vertical position. If more than one breakpoint is selected, they can be stretched as a group. The editing of breakpoints is where your creativity really begins as a designer. We'll explore all of these features more in further videos. When you're ready to move your work over to a game engine, you can either export the selected clips or export all from the menu. For use with the Unreal or Unity SDK, choose .haptic as the file format. For native, select waveform. When collaborating with other designers, you can share Haptic Studio projects by using the Share button in the top right corner. This will package the entire project as a zip file with embedded WAV files. That's it for a brief overview of Meta Haptics Studio. In future episodes, we'll dive deeper into Haptic Studio with creative tips and tricks to take your game to the next level.